Um, yeah, I'm here on behalf of the defendant, Jamil Lockhart, and you're making a special appearance.
All right, well, you gotta make your special appearance to the Wayne County Jail. I told you that the last time.
Oh, looks like someone forgot to turn himself in. Hey guys, and welcome to today's video. Today we're heading back to Judge Perkins' courtroom to revisit a familiar window licker, Jamil of the family Lockhart. The last time we covered him, Judge Perkins ordered this, to serve 30 days in the Wayne County Jail for blatant contempt of court. Well, he never turned himself in, and now that he's realizing this active bench warrant is affecting every part of his life, including his ability to get a driver's license, he suddenly wants to move things forward. The only problem is that Judge Perkins isn't backing down. Those 30 days have to be served before the court will even consider moving ahead with the original charges. So let's get started.
Yeah, so I filed a notice of removal for all of these cases because I don't believe that this court is capable of acting in an unbiased way. But I mean, there's been no response from the city, up to this point. I mean, just the last court date we had, perjury was committed. I mean, you guys put on the record that I failed to appear.
You did fail to appear when your case was called. Instead, she stood up and announced that she was Jamil of the family Lockhart, a flesh and blood living man, an attorney in fact for the defendant, Jamil Lockhart. So technically, you never appeared on your own behalf because she wasn't a licensed attorney and couldn't legally represent you. But that's not what actually landed you in trouble, now is it?
And I spoke to you.
You did fail to show up to the Wayne County Jail. You were ordered to do 30 days in the Wayne County Jail. You haven't showed up. You still haven't showed up. So you're still disobeying. No, let's not do this. This is how it started the last time. You're still disobeying the court's order, and you have to do 30 days. You have to present yourself to the Wayne County Jail. You have a warrant out for your arrest. And before we go over this other stuff, you got to go. You have to go to the Wayne County Jail. All right.
Yeah.
Okay, sir. So
I said what
I can increase the time if you can take to not be compliant.
Your Honor, I apologize for interrupting the proceedings. May I have a breakout room with this litigant, please, and thank you.
I don't know if he wants to speak to a lawyer, but he can if he needs to. He has that right to do so. You want to speak to the lawyer, Mr. Lockhart, or no?
Yeah, sure.
Wow, who is it that said you can lead a donkey to water, but you can't make a jackass drink it? Oh, right, that was me.
Miss Harris, what's gonna go with Mr. Lockhart? So I don't know why he's still sitting here.
Well, Your Honor, if the court will allow, we would like to attempt resolution of the matters that are on the docket. So I would ask if the court could stay the contempt proceedings and allow him to handle these matters.
No. It's been well over a year. No, he's gonna have to go turn himself in, and we'll deal with it that way.
Your Honor, if the court could, just in the interest of justice and judicial economy, if he could resolve these matters, if he's still going to have to do the 30 days in Wayne County Jail, if at time of sentencing, it could all be wrapped up together just to not further delay his constitutional right to speedy trial.
He's delayed his rights. He's delayed his rights to a speedy trial.
And I do have a resolution, Your Honor.
No, I don't want to, I'm not even going to entertain it. That ship has sailed. We tried to give him that opportunity a long time ago. He kept being contemptuous in the court. He comes with these far out legal theories that he has that I quite frankly, don't know where he's coming from on that. No, I'm not gonna even entertain that with
And Your Honor, I completely understand the court's position. I completely understand if he still has to do the 30 days Wayne County Jail, but I think that he was potentially misguided, did not understand the finer points of the law, court rules, and courtroom behavior and procedure. So now that he has the assistance of counsel, which I'm not saying that he didn't have the assistance of counsel before, if the court would allow him.
We offered him counsel then. He denied the counsel. Go back and look at the video. It's got over 270-some thousand views on it.
I love it. I mean, he was a disrespectful little asterisk the first time he appeared in court, so why should anyone come a break now? I completely agree with Judge Perkins here. He needs to serve those 30 days in jail before the court moves forward with the simple asterisk that should have been resolved a year and a half ago.
I told him that 30 days will give him an opportunity to read up on the law, and so he can make it and understand how this process goes. So go ahead to the Wayne County Jail. You can take some. They probably have some legal books there, and we'll hear these matters when you come out. So,
Your Honor, is any of this on the record or no? Or did we not? Okay.
No, it's not on the record because I didn't call the cases. I'm going to continue on. That appears to be Charles Gardner.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Your Honor, am I allowed to go back in the breakout room to explain that to Mr. Lockhart? Because he seems to have had a change of heart if the court would allow him to at least.
Maybe he can go turn himself in and you can file an appeal. File something to get him heard before the court, and they can zoom in from the Wayne County Jail and we'll resolve it that way. But until he turns himself in, he's got a warrant out for his arrest. He's had this warrant out for I don't know how long. I can look back into the record, but and he's never presented himself. So he was contemptuous then. He continues to not follow or obey the court's orders. So he has to go do the time. Or hire himself a lawyer to get it back in front of the court. But until we get the first matter resolved that we had, we're not going to get into the other matters.
The contempt proceedings arise out of his appearance in court. So he's still not allowed to just resolve these before he commits himself to the Wayne County Jail?
No.
And that's what I call the path of least progress, because every time a sovereign citizen takes one step forward, he munches on 2 crayons and somehow manages to stumble 3 steps backward.
Okay, Mr. Lockhart, join the breakout room.
And that'll conclude it. I still see Mr. Lockhart here. I don't know what else to do. What else you can do for him, Mrs. Harris?
So, Your Honor,
he continues to disobey the court order. Just continues to do so.
And Your Honor, I dare not say. Well, I don't know. I don't think that it's an intentional. Well, I can't say that.
Wait a minute.
I don't think. I'm gonna take that back. I'm gonna take that back. I think he has good intentions. I think he now has a better understanding of everything that has taken place.
I don't think so, because he came in here talking about he's appearing on behalf of the person Jameer Lockhart. So I think he's on the same path as he was that got him into this situation.
Yeah, you only apologize once you realize that 30 days of premium jailhouse grits were about to become part of your daily breakfast. But if you were genuinely remorseful for your contemptuous behavior, you would have turned yourself in, accepted responsibility, and handled it like a grown man.
And Your Honor, we've had that discussion at length in the breakout room. He understands what it would take to resolve his matters. He understands how he has to represent himself in court. And so I think he's in a position that he wants to resolve these matters. We've had the discussion. We asked for leniency and mercy from the court. I understand if the condition is that he still has to do 30 days in the Wayne County Jail, although we would ask if the court would reconsider that sentence now that he has taken the time to actually listen to advice of counsel and be made fully aware of how he should present himself in court. I know that it's his intention to resolve these matters without any further court appearances or draining any further resources or delaying the process anymore. And I know that the court doesn't want to delay the process any further. I understand his behavior is what put us in this position as of right now, but we're just hoping to resolve today if the court will allow.
I'm not moved. I gave him ample, this is a 27 plus, maybe 30 plus minute video. I gave him ample opportunity. You know, and I'm not moved.
I mean, Your Honor, I mean, in that video, I did apologize to you for, I guess.
You apologize after you got the 30 days.
Well, maybe he should have thought about that before acting like a dumb underscore on us in court. And somehow, I doubt whatever special appearance he claimed to have was more important than the family situation he's bringing up now.
I'm not
I
moved.
apologize after the offense was, I mean, I don't know when else I would apologize.
It's not, and you still haven't showed up, and it's been over a year, and now you want me to have some sympathy for you and to resolve the matters. I have no sympathy for you at all.
Mm-hmm.
I tried to discuss. We tried to give you a fair opportunity to be heard. You keep spewing these legal theories that I've never heard of before, and I've given you an opportunity at that date to speak with the lawyer. You refuse that. You refuse all the opportunities I've given you. And you came in here another time a couple of months ago, and I told you we weren't going to hear it then. You got to go report to the Wayne County Jail.
Mm-hmm.
So
I mean,
you've had ample opportunity.
You'd have me go to jail.
No, on behalf of Jamil Lockhart, I do understand that, and I know the court he may hear this often, but he does have a family that he supports. It would be a great hardship on his family, his resources, and his sense of economy in terms of his job if he would have to submit himself to 30 days in the Wayne County Jail.
Why does it seem like every sovereign citizen looks like he's trying to pass a bowling ball every time he has to say his own name out loud? I never realized being such a soft underscore could make someone look that miserable every single time they open their mouth.
I understand that the court is not inclined to change that.
I didn't just give him the 30 days on the, he should have thought about that when I was asking him. I let him speak when I was asking him to not try to overtalk the court. Let me give him an opportunity to speak. He continued to disobey that. He should have thought about that then. There's a whole lot of people up in the penitentiary that have families that they take care of, and he's not going to the penitentiary. It's just county jail. So I'm just not moved.
Would this court consider amending it in such a way that he could only do weekends to complete his 30 days?
Yeah, but he hasn't even done anything. I'm not inclined to do anything for Mr. Jameer Lockhart or the person of Jameer Lockhart or whatever he wants to be called or however he wants to be described himself. Jamil Lockhart.
So yeah, he has the matters that are set on the docket for today. He has presented himself to the court today.
Okay, you want to take? We'll take off the warrant. We'll give him a pretrial date, and then he can go do his 30 days. And he can tell the sheriff in there that what his next court date is, and they can, or somebody can rid him out then. City of Detroit versus Jamil Amir Lockhart, case numbers SP 1247989, counts 1, 2, and 3. State of Michigan. Now, the laws just don't apply to him. State of Michigan versus Jamil Amir Lockhart, case number SX 378-29611. Appearance for the record, please.
Sherika Harris, on behalf of Jamil Lockhart, sir, could you state the name of the person that you are representing on the record, please, or that you identify, please?
So my name is Jamil Lockhart.
What the underscore do you think he does for a living? This is literally his job, and he's getting paid right now to completely dismantle your arguments. And if you're going to apologize to anyone, start with the taxpayers of Michigan, whose hard-earned money is being wasted on these unnecessary proceedings while you turn the courtroom into a complete mockery.
Yeah, there is currently a recommendation if the court would allow a plea.
No. He's gonna have to go do the time.
So, sir, as we discussed, I think you would be better suited if you, one, hire an attorney, two, go to the Wayne County Jail and submit yourself so that your matters could be resolved. I understand that when you
Last
appear in
time,
court, there's
I
different
checked.
attorneys.
He didn't want an attorney. And I guess you have gotten through to him a little bit. He changed it. He came in here, hearing on behalf of the person, Jamir Lockhart. And then when he asked him to state his name, he came and he indicated that he was Jamir Lockhart now. So I don't know what he, like I say.
I mean, if I could speak a little bit here. I don't know, Your Honor, I'm not a criminal. I just want to handle this, get this over with.
I didn't say you were a criminal, sir. I didn't listen.
No, I know you didn't.
I didn't say you were a criminal. As it stands now, these are allegations. So until there's an adjudication of either guilt or not guilt, that'll determine, whether you're a criminal or not. So I don't know. You got these allegations out here. So I didn't make that comment. You were a criminal.
Right. No, I'm not saying that you did. But I just want to handle this and, put this to rest. At this point, I feel like it's taken up too much of my time, too much of, your time, I'm sure.
Oh, that's adorable. Now that reality has caught up with you after your decision to feast on paint chips by the handful, you've suddenly decided it's perfectly fine to contract with the state and get yourself a driver's license so you can finally get back on the road.
And,
this is what I do every day, sir. I serve the city residents of the city of Detroit and the state of Michigan and whoever comes in here. So it doesn't take up my time. This is what we do.
Yeah. So yeah, and continuing, I would just like to, get this over with, pay whatever fines need to be paid. I would like to have my license back. I can't rent a car when I travel. I would like to be able to do that. So
yeah, that's not how this works. You don't get to look back on it with a Coke and a smile. No, you acted like A in court, and acting like A in court comes with consequences. In your case, those consequences add up to exactly 30 days behind bars.
Whatever I owe for these civil offenses.
Last year, over a year and a half ago.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Well, yeah, I just want to resolve this. Whatever I owe for those offenses, I'm willing to pay. And it'll be done with this situation. I truthfully don't think it's your, mission to put people in jail that have not harmed anybody or committed any offense against, any actual live human being. I'm only guilty of speaking out of turn. And, I should have handled this differently. I can see that now, but yeah, I really just want to get this whole situation rectified, and whatever the charges are that I need to pay, I'm willing to do that, and I'll put this to rest.
Oh, so you filed a federal claim against the very judge presiding over your statutory case, and now you're wondering why he isn't exactly feeling generous toward you? Next voice 13. I've met some incredibly stupid people in my life, Lockhart, but you've managed to set a whole new standard. You do realize all of this is being recorded, right? All the judge has to do is play that clip back in court, and your entire claim falls apart because you just admitted you're not suing over any actual civil liability or damages. You filed it simply because you were trying to keep yourself out of jail.
All right, I'll let him speak. Next pretrial date is September 22nd.
Yeah,
Well,
based on the statements.
That being said, I don't think, based on everything that has happened, our history, the claim in federal court that I have against you.
All right, that's the end of today's video, and I'd love to hear what you think. Is Jamil of the family's smooth brain finally going to turn himself in and handle this situation like an adult? Will he decide to skip jail but still show up for his September 22nd hearing? Or is he just going to say, all of this, I'm a sovereign being with a room temperature IQ, and refuse to appear until the deputies come arrest him? Personally, I'm putting my money on option 3. If you enjoyed the video, leave a like. If you didn't, hit the dislike button. Either way, don't forget to leave a comment below and subscribe with notifications turned on so you never miss any of my content.
Right? It's not something that I want to do,
You can take any action. You can take any action under the law that you choose to, sir. I haven't prevented you or even tried to even attempt to prevent you, and I can't prevent you from doing it.
I don't want to do that. I just want to handle this, pay whatever I need to pay, and move on.
Again, advocating on behalf of
needs to be sitting in jail. I'm an upstanding individual. I have a lot of people that depend on me, and I haven't harmed anyone, and I never would.
Understood. Thank you for that allocation. But on behalf of defense would now move to ask if the court would allow a hearing on the contempt proceedings.
That hearing has sailed. He has been gone. He has 30 days for the hearing. Procedurally, that has sailed a long time ago.
So he already had a hearing on it?
No, we asked him, offered a hearing on that. We offered him an attorney on that before we entered into found him in contempt. We offered him to speak with the lawyer on that day. He chose not to. It's been over, I would say, quite frankly, a year at least. The motion he was going to file a motion by 5/27/2022. It's been a long time. Those ships have sailed.
But Your Honor, arguably he didn't have the assistance of counsel. So I would ask, did we go through all of the steps for him to waive his right to counsel in that type of proceeding?
Well, you can go back and look at the transcript. If he wants some representation now, he can either have a court-appointed a lawyer, or he can hire a lawyer on his own. But at this juncture, I'm not inclined. I get people tell me I'm too lenient, and I'm a defense judge, and I try to be fair to everybody that comes through here. I gave Mr. Lockhart, and I'm giving Mr. Lockhart now over a half hour when other people only get 5 minutes to speak. I gave him ample time today and back when he came in court the last time. And you say that he's changed, but he came into court today, spewing the same stuff that he started out before he talked to you, that he did when he was there. I read those motions that he filed, which was in the court's eyes, had no basis in law whatsoever. None. I've never seen those legal theories that he's purporting. I don't know if you, well, let me strike that. I've seen those legal theories that he's purported, but I've never seen those in the rules of court rules. I've never seen that in any of the law books that I've ever read. So I told him this back then, that he needs to go get the rules. I gave him an opportunity to read the rules of procedure. He refused everything. Now, it's a transcript of it. You can order the transcript. He can hire his own lawyer, and he'll get whatever kind of hearing that he will get. I'm not going to recuse myself from the case.
Understood, Your Honor.
Okay?
I have nothing further.
Very well. Next court date, September 22nd, 2023, will be a pretrial. Have a very good day, sir. And again, you're ordered to turn yourself into the Wayne County Jail.